In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything we know unofficially about Grand Theft Auto 6. This is going to be a follow-up to a video I did just a bit ago on everything we officially know about GTA 6, so things that have come from Rockstar and their parent company Take-Two Interactive. But today, we're going to be focusing on what we know from the GTA 6 leaks, which I guess you could say is official since Rockstar acknowledged them as legitimate and early development gameplay. But because we're not supposed to know about these details, I guess you could call them unofficial, and remember that they are subject to change. Now, all of this info comes from the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks and was put together in a very easy to read document by the GTA 6 Discord communities as well as the Grand Theft Auto 6 Reddit. I'll leave a link to the original source of the document in the description. So we need to start with what was leaked. It was 90 video clips, some less than 10 seconds, others about 3 minutes, from a time period of March 2021 to September 2022. There was also 2 screenshots, as well as Python code and some source code from GTA 5 too. Now, the first thing we were able to learn from these leaks are the characters. We have the protagonists, Jason and Lucia, that sort of make up the Bonnie and Clyde-esque story that we're going to experience. We also have other characters, Dre, Sam, Kai, a new contact, Billy, Zach, Wyman, Tit, and R.B. Shaw, as well as some mentioned characters like Vicky, Iris, Shanice, Booby, as well as other characters like Danny, Iris, Chester, Dale, and as we know in one clip, Jay Norris is actually mentioned. Now, there's several items and tools that can be found in this, including an auto dialer, binoculars, immobilizer bypass, cutoff tool, painkillers, pool cue, trauma kits, a golf driver, food and drink, a golf putter, USB drive, a golf iron, crowbar, a golf wedge, a torch or a flashlight, a Slim Jim, a tracker jammer, a duffel bag for loot, cigarettes, and a backpack for loot. We also learned about a handful of weapons too, including a rocket launcher, an assault rifle, baseball bat, polymer pistol, a knife, a bolt-action sniper, Molotov or fire bottle, a spear gun, a smoke grenade, compact SMG, flashbang, micro SMG, a heavy sniper, a heavy machine gun, an auto rifle carbine, and a pump-action shotgun. And we also got to see what the actual weapon wheels and the quick item inventory look like. Now, this is where things will likely change dramatically from what we saw in the leaks, which we know is early alpha gameplay, and the final version of the game. Rockstar will probably clean up a lot of this stuff. Now, there's also a handful of open world activities, including dice, golf, fishing, races, van shipment, robberies, and deliveries, as well as a ton of interval buildings like the Malibu Club, pawn shop, Jack of Hearts strip club, supermarkets, bars, restaurants, apartments, and laundries. There's also going to be a ton of brands in GTA 6. These are some new ones. You have Arches, Bump and Grind, Harmon and Phoenix, Chasey's, Hank's Waffles, Marco, Shorefront, Sprunklight, Vice City Metro Mule, What Up, Vice City International Airport, The Rusty Anchor, Vice City Mambas, and Core Software. And there's a handful of returning brands from Grand Theft Auto 5 and other games, some even having some new redesigns, like E-Cola. We've even seen these in Grand Theft Auto Online, as they've been used in liveries. Now, there's also a handful of animals that have also been found, including snakes like pythons, seagulls, skunks, raccoons, alligators, boars, wading birds, squirrels, the southern leopard frog, crayfish, lizard, skunk ape, pigeons, opossum, and whales, as well as some possible animals like a horse, cow, deer, and buck. Now, there's also a ton of new additions into the game, like new mechanics. We won't be able to go over all of them. Again, this is why I will have the entire thing listed in the description, but just some highlights like the ability to go prone, also the ability to switch shoulders while aiming, as well as an eagle eye system, very similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. There's also some new gameplay systems like money laundering, as well as hacking, and even what looks to be an honor/romantic system, as well as sharing items between Jason and Lucia. There's also going to be a handful of new features like an improved AI system, as well as the ability to surrender to police from robberies, as well as new hair and facial hair systems, and tons of other new things that are going to be brand new to the GTA series. There's also going to be a ton of interesting events and side quests that you'll be able to encounter throughout the world of GTA 6. A couple of them, for example, like DUI sobriety test, Santeria sacrifice, coral farming, Everglades fracking. There's lots of interesting events that it looks like you're going to be able to dive into. Even more possible side mission encounters like dead husband disposal and lost boyfriend, as well as a spiritual journey that you can go on. So there is an absolute ton of different things you're going to be able to do outside of the main story quests that include lots of various Easter eggs, in-world finds, and so much more. Now, we know there's obviously going to be a ton of vehicles in Grand Theft Auto 6, and a lot of these are going to be returning from previous GTA titles, like the Anis Hellion, the Bravado Yugo, the DeClasse Granger, the Karen Futo, the Pegassi Toros, and the Vapid Sadler, just to name a few. And of course, Rockstar is going to add some new vehicles to the series. There's a handful that have been found already, like a Chevrolet Sonic Hatchback 2019, a Ford Ranger Off-Road 2017, a Chrysler Sebring, and a whole lot more. There's also a ton of locations that have been found and also mapped out. We know just how big the world is going to be. Port Gellhorn, Ambrosia, Sundown, the Keys, you've got Red Hill, Hamlet, you've got the Grass Rivers, you've got a ton of abandoned places, as well as building stores and houses. And if you're interested in the locations we've talked about in this video, this document also has what these locations are in real life. So if you happen to live in South Florida or even parts of Georgia or mainland Florida, you'll probably notice that a lot of these places are pretty identical to what they can actually be seen in game. So definitely be sure to check those out. This document also has all of the development builds from 2020 to 2019. So if you go back and look at all the different America's videos, which I'm sure you can ultimately find, you'll be able to see not only when they were recorded, but also the development builds, as well as the PC specs that were used during recordings. And if you were wondering what sort of state the game was in, it was most likely in a polishing and debugging phase. So that's why you see all that sort of mess on the screen, and that's why you see all the different code pop up. That's obviously not the final version of the game that we are going to be getting. But that right there is pretty much everything we unofficially or weren't supposed to know about GTA 6. All the in-game locations, including amphitheaters, sporting venues, strip clubs, apartment complexes, and more. The various vehicles that have been featured and that Rockstar are going to be adding newly to the series. All the different things we're going to be able to encounter in terms of secrets, mysteries, and random Easter eggs, as well as the characters, weapons, and items that we're going to be able to equip. So there's so much that we've learned. Again, I will leave a link to that in the description. That's sort of your quick overview and your highlight. We've talked about a lot of these interesting things that have come from the leaks, but this is sort of it all put together in one easy to read, easy to consume document. So again, check that out in the description if you guys are interested. But that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Let me know what you thought was the most interesting part from the GTA 6 leaks, or what was the thing you're looking forward to the most. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below, so let me know what you're thinking down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.